icy. I'm so sick of it.
How you gon' finesse a finesse? How you gon' finesse a finesse? Yeah. How you gon' finesse a finesse? Yeah. How you gon' finesse a finesse? Cash sitting on top of the dresser. Yeah. I'm just gon' finesse, then undress her. Yeah. How you gon' finesse a finesse? Yeah. How you gon' finesse up on my shit? You can't tell me shit. You know I stay on my clip. You know I'm never gon' switch. Gotta maneuver, take risk. She wanna move and take risks. Damn. I was tripping on that bitch, but now I'm hella good. You can't be my shawty, get that understood. Fall in love with a bitch, man, I wish I would. Man, I wish I would.
What did you start with first? Was it rapping or was it producing?
I started rapping first. I started rapping when I was like, I wasn't rapping, but I was freestyling and shit with like my big brothers and shit. So it was like, I was like, how old I been, bro? Like 12, bro. Like just kicking shit. And then it used to be like, I asked the OGs around and shit, so I would just hop in. They'd be like, hop in, little bro.
The only 12-year-old we let hang with us.
Oh God, I'd be the only young nigga around all the older niggas. But then I just started rapping and then we here now.
Alright, so when did producing come into play?
I started producing last year. When I met my bro, my manager, faded black kid. And then he sort of like showed me that shit, but he didn't give me like everything to know about it. So I sort of like had to work my way around it. But yeah, I started producing like, I'll say early last year, January, February.
Alright, so you just started producing last year, but you just produced for Famous Dex. So what was that like? How did it happen? And okay, I'll ask my next question, just go ahead.
But that shit was wild. Shout out Dex first, that's my bro. He damn near, it was from my bro Reggie Mills. He damn near like started fucking with me. I was producing and shit, I was just sending out beats. And then he was like, bro, I fuck with your wave, like you going crazy. So I was like, shit, we might as well link up. I'm gonna just start sending shit more and more. So him and Dex already was cool. Him and Dex got in the stew one night and he was just playing some of his songs that I produced. Dex was like, I fuck with his beats and shit, like I like his little wave. So then Dex hit me up on some shit and was just like, bro, I need a pack. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, I got you, G, like off rip. So then I just sent him some shit. Like that same night, came back, I got a song with bro. And then we just started working. We probably got like well over like 10 songs, but we got only one song out. So this shit's fire. I don't even know.
In a matter of a year, were you shocked or did you feel like that was an attainable goal?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked, I ain't even gonna cap, but then when you be looking at the big picture shit, you be like, bro, like this is what I'm really supposed to be doing. Like I should have been doing this shit the first day I produced, no cap. But it's like I'm way too focused and good for this shit, so I don't never like be thinking shit. It's like, oh damn, that shit happened to me because God put it here for me, and I was built for this shit.
And when you were talking about the wave earlier, you do have a wave of following. So how did you get that fan base?
Shit was organic. Like people started rocking with my music when I started rapping and shit when I first hopped on SoundCloud. And then that was like last year. And then after that, like I just started getting a bunch of loyal fans, but they were like, every time I would drop something, more people, like say somebody who listened to my music, they'll listen to my shit when I drop something, and when I drop it, they'll put their friends on. So my next drop, then it'll be like 2 people who listen, you know, then 2 turn to 4. But that shit was like, just people just fuck with me, and I guess on some shit, I don't be like acting like uppity and shit, like even all the shit I got, I feel like a normal ass nigga, so people just be relating to me like fuck, but shit was not botched. Shit wasn't, I didn't have to go out to nobody and be like, yo bro, you can't put me on for a couple thousand followers. Like all these people came straight out the mud, bro. So I love my motorsport team, that's what I call them. And we all going out, man.
Well, how did you get into touring when you started?
It was like, even with that, it was some organic shit. So I was building a following, and I would say probably like this summer. So I started doing this shit last year. So all through a year I was working, and then this summer, like a year and a half, I was just like getting a big buzz, and then people just thought was like, shit, let's go get you for some more shows. So I got me a show in LA. I had me a show in Atlanta, Miami. There was a couple places, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just put these shits in a tour. So then I started my own little tour, but then it was someone else who was hosting like a couple of the shows. They was like, shit, we might as well get a couple of these artists like Lozelli, Texaco, and let's just all put y'all on tour, and then let's, you know, go all together. So we was just going city to city. Like, we would do a show at night, and then 2 nights after that, like say I'll do a show in Columbia, 2 nights after that I'll do in Atlanta, and I'll just be traveling. But that shit was like just on some organic shit. I built my following, and then people in them cities really be wanting me to come there, you know what I mean? Like, I'll hit the promoter up or some shit and be like, yo, can I do a show? And like, they be like, shit, Trevor, we need you to come over here. So that shit was on some just regular shit, but it's like I said, like, I did this shit out the mud, so it's way more organic than like another person. Not to even compare, but I love this tour life type shit.
With the scene of Charleston, and I guess no one really blowing up, but with the success that you have so far, what do you think separates you from all the other rappers and producers? Because in a year span, you made some great gains.
It's like, I feel like that shit just, and I don't even like to compare myself to nobody, but I'm just so like, you can't focus on one spot, you know? So instead of starting this shit off in Charleston and not, you know, no knocks to Charleston, none of that shit, but real shit, I just said, fuck that shit, and I went straight out. And like, the people outside of Charleston, because it ain't like people in Charleston don't fuck with me, you know, people show me love. Shouts out to y'all, but it's like outside the city, it's way more of like, you know, pop-up shops and like A&Rs and labels and, you know, shows with people who actually come there can sign you type shit. But down here, it ain't. If people do a show, it's at a club, a promoter set it up, and it's a bunch of people around, you know. So it's like, I felt when I first started, the best move for me was like, cause my sound too ain't even like, people tell me I don't really sound like I'm from here. But it's like, that shit was already on some global shit. I was not on no local. That's what the fuck it was. I was on some global shit. I started that shit off. I was like, bruh, I gotta get everybody, man. Fuck people down here. So I knew it's gonna come back down here, but I feel like just the success in a year is just like, I put myself on a platform to be like, let me get past, you know, how much people in Charleston? In Charleston?
Too many.
Yeah, it's like 20,000. Well, I don't know. I ain't even gonna cap. But you know, you multiply that shit by other cities bigger, they gonna put your shit out. So that's just how that shit go. We just gotta get out.
Yeah. Smoking like yes, I be going to the moon. I'm off the gas and she gone with the shrooms. Yeah, nigga, call me the loop. I just be chasing the loop. Why you gon' hate, nigga? I know you fool. These nigga hand out what they gon' do. I just gon' call them a truce. I'm just gon' call them a truce.
Where do you see yourself this time next year?
I'm definitely, cause I'm already doing that shit, but I'm gonna be able to make a full living off of my music solely. So like, no job, no extra caps, nothing. I just wanna solely just be able to get this shit straight off my music and everything be extra. So I know that shit can happen next year for sure. Bro, will you see something happening next year? Shit. To be real, I see him on tour.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, on tour, city to city.
You know, like
own
he's been putting
brands.
in work by himself for a long time. You know, like
Yeah.
some people reach out to a lot of people to get things done, but he really went the extra mile, and he be in the studio every day. You know, some artists don't sit in the studio every single day just because they ain't got that mentality. Like,
Yeah.
Lil Bro called me every single day of the week. Let's hit the studio. Like,
Word.
I ain't never seen nobody else like that, and that's just me knowing him, man to man. Like, so yeah, I see somebody hitting them on some real shit, trying to sign them on some big dollar shit, you know, but we ain't signing for nothing low, you know, like make sure he get
I
everything
need that
he deserves.
ticket, bro. I'm worth at least a couple
You know
A
what's going
smooth
on,
couple
man.
mils, bro.
Yeah.
But nah, I see myself in a real good position off this music shit, touring, and just like myself as the Turbo Motorsport, the my V12 brand, my Nitro brand, all of that shit gonna be like official as hell. Even Hoodstar, I'm gonna brand that shit. My next tape about to drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna brand all these shits, and by next year, you know, it's just gonna be clothing line, merch, you know, just a lot of shit under that. But I'm gonna be my own boss by next year, man.
That Hoodstar.
It's in God's hands.
Yeah. Shout out to Hoodstar. That's coming out. That's
I'm a
the
hood
next
star,
mixtape.
not a rock star.
You want shit.
Okay.
Okay.
What else do we need to be expecting? Because y'all got a lot of things happening.
I damn near, I got a tape, Hoodstar coming. That's gonna be coming this week. So by the time this shit drop, this shit probably will be like already out. But I got this tape, Hoodstar coming. Should be like a 3-song, 4-song tape. I got DJ Young Rail on there. I got a couple shit, man. But I damn near, I got a self-produced tape coming too by myself. So I'm gonna produce all the songs and shit, and then rap on all the songs at the same time too. So.
Real J. Cole.
And then facts. And then after that, just got a lot of videos and shit. Just tapes, videos, and just more shows, more money.
The way I see you brand yourself is very different from other artists. And when you were saying earlier how, you know, you're not local, you're global, you can tell from your interactions on social media, to the fan base, and just even at the concerts, the videos that you post. So, do you think being in that league is what, you know, separates you from well, obviously separates you, but yeah, places you where you are?
Facts. Just being like, having that extra, like, you know, or being at that extra level, I feel like that shit do help me. 'Cause it's like, even when I be trying to like do shit, it still be on some global shit, so I'm always trying to surpass what the fuck I'm doing, you know?
But how important is it for artists to like brand themselves accordingly, you know, to separate themselves?
It's big, because it's like, if you want to be known, like if somebody look at you, you want them to look at you as an artist, not like a nigga who rapping, you know? So it's like, you can't just have like, you know, if you're gonna upload a snippet of one of your videos, don't just have that shit you inside your room. Like, you know, at least try to get a professional person to try to do something, or like, you know, brand it to the point where like people actually know you're gonna drop music. But you just gotta build that persona and that image, and it's not even building it, you already gotta have that shit. So it's like, I'm terrible when I, you know, if I'm sleeping or if I wake up or around my mom, or, you know, all that shit just gotta be natural. Like, you can't be on no, it's on and off, because there ain't no part-time rappers, you know? So that shit gotta be 100%, and then you gotta dead ass dedicate everything and be ready to like take the fuck shit. Like, people gonna tell you sometimes your shit ain't hitting. You can't be mad. You gotta, you know, take criticism, do all that shit to make yourself better. So it's like when you brand yourself and then put a name around yourself and people take you seriously, it's like that shit make you so much more of like, when you go inside a meeting or some shit, you don't want people to, you know, not actually take you seriously. Like, they're gonna have, you know, all the shit that you did out there, not damn what we gotta look for when they signing you. They want somebody who gonna come to the table with some shit that they don't gotta give them no, you know, followers or no help. So you gotta be a boss, man. You just gotta be like, fuck that shit.
And to keep you stay ahead of everyone else. Like, if you're gonna be independent, you gotta be independent.
Yeah.
You wanna build your brand, have things like merch and EPs that people will go listen to.
Facts, bro.
Over and over, and like, be like, damn, this nigga got a catalog or something that we can actually look at and go back on his history. Like, he got an archive. Like, people
And it's
don't
not
even know.
scattered.
People don't even know some of the music he can release right now. Like, and it been out, so it's just like, yeah, he's gonna be sitting pretty for a long time. Once they come to him with the money on the table, yo, that's a wrap.
And it's even with that, you gotta like, one more thing, you just damn near, when your music is released, you gotta put it like in a way people can catch it and not all over the place. So like, organize your drops, have it official, have your damn logo on whenever you got covered, like, you know, little shit like that. I'm giving niggas sauce right now, but y'all niggas gotta catch that shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm giving too much sauce.
Copyright. You gonna do some shit, you wanna brand your name, copyright, bro. People gonna monetize your stuff and redo it in their way and just say, oh yeah, I did this. He ain't copyrighted. By law, he can do that. So, you know, like, don't play with them niggas. You might not think nobody listen to your music.
This shit's a job, G. This shit is not no, I just rap. Like this shit's so 9 to 5, nigga.
Yeah.
Like I wake up, I gotta make some music, and I can't stop until I get some cash in my hand. Like that's just how that shit go, bro. If you ain't built for this shit, you ain't gonna get it. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that.
So how important are streams?
Real important, because they show like how much people fucking with you. So you gotta find a certain platform and go solely off that. About to get y'all niggas some more sauce. It's like if you drop on a certain platform, say YouTube, I mean, or say whether it be Spotify, Apple Music, solely drop on that shit. Like, but not saying don't drop on anything else, but make sure you consistently like have content on there. Don't have one song on YouTube, then one song on SoundCloud, then one like that shit just gotta be organized. So I feel like streams, that's what runs that shit up too. And people being able to look your name up, what your name is, like nigga, you gotta be, even at names on social media, you gotta make sure that shit aligns up with what you got your name as and not, cause people gonna wanna see your shit, but it's like some people gonna be able to miss that shit just by small little shit. And that one, stream could be a couple times people done did that shit. So, it's just common sense, man. You just gotta know like how much times a nigga listen to your shit really matters. And push what you got like to the fullest. Don't half-ass that shit. Drop that shit and push it one time. Like,
Hell yeah.
but that's some sauce, man. God damn.
Alright, so my always infamous question. What do you think is stopping Charleston from having a breakout artist? If it's anything that's stopping Charleston.
Me. No cap.
Leave it at that. Him, really. Somebody gonna sign him soon though. Like,
fuck that shit. Me, nigga. Fuck that signing. Fuck all of that shit, regardless. Charleston as a whole.
We gonna sign for 10 mil.
Charleston.
We gonna sign for 10 mil. Let's just say that's all I'm talking. We gonna get in a conversation.
I'm not talking numbers, bro. I'm not talking no numbers. I'm not even talking about signing. None of that shit. I'm just gonna be a boss, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna be a boss, bro. Niggas just gonna know me. That's it.
Yeah, that's all talk.
I don't care about none of that label shit, none of that. I just want to be Turbo and be able to.
When it come. That's the thing that keep him.
That shit.
Yeah, well, like how he humble as fuck. Like he don't like. I'm the only one to talk about deals. Hey, but him, this is humble, bro. That's why God got his back, and I know what's going on.
Facts.
Like word, you know what's up. Shout out to Charleston though.
Shout out to
gonna
Charleston
be on the
for real.
rap though, man. All the music that's coming through the city. Somebody got bound to hear all this good music.
And I do fuck with some of the shits around here. Like I do notice some of the little niggas, and it's like I might not be able to name it one by one, but it's like I done heard some niggas around here. Like
boy grew up under us.
Yeah,
Man.
they got potential.
One person or another.
So it's like
one way or another.
You can make it out this shit. It's not like you got to take the Turbo route or you got to take whoever route, but just be a boss, bro, on some real shit. Like anybody. Shit, somebody else can, be out before me, no cap, but you just gotta have that confidence first, foremost, like, it's gonna be me, so. Anybody can make it out this shit, we got this shit, man. I love Charleston. Turbo in this bitch.
It's a lot of, like, all us, we could stick together and do this together. It's no competition, bro.
Facts.
All us trying to win.
This shit's a race.
Money everywhere.
You're only competing by yourself, because it's like, because me, if I look at myself and compare myself to somebody else, I'm already gonna be off my pivot, bro. So it's like you gotta be the best you can be. Like I can't try to take this other nigga low, whatever he do type shit.
Too much.
I'ma just stay in my lane and be the best me I can be possible, bro. And I swear it's gonna take a little longer, but with time, that shit always gonna come.
So where can the people find you? Where can they listen to your music?
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Everything at Golo Turbo. See?
What easy name. Make everything
that's
so
it,
much
man.
easier.
I don't even gotta say nothing else.
That'll make it easier for anyone.
Shawty hold me down, I know you keep it G. Yeah. You know I'm playing for keys. Yeah. Smoking is strong, these niggas is looking so weak. Yeah. I know this shit is meant for me. Yeah. Baby, I'm keeping it G. Can't fuck with these niggas, I'm wiping their nose. Out in the door, I need